Hello, everyone. Sorry I'm late. I had trouble again. I don't know what's going on. It's a pain in the butt. Let's see. What happened to my stuff? Well, I lost my stuff. Hmm. No, I didn't. Okay, we're going to start it. Hang on here. Here we go. Then hello, everybody. I'm getting ready to upload my files so I can show y'all my presentation. And there's Echo. She's finally here. Okay. You there? Well, hold on a minute, Echo. I'm going to get you. Natalie, I'm on live. Then stop. Did it add you? No? There you go. I kept clicking with that. I don't know what
But
it
you
is.
disappeared. There you are.
Every time I go to go live, my computer starts acting up. It's like I'm not meant to go live. I don't know what it is. It's like the sound goes completely off. And then I had to shut it down twice to get it to come back up. I don't know what was going on there. It's like, oh my God, what is wrong with you?
I know. It's so frustrating. And we don't never know it's going to mess up until it messes up.
People, this is real life. Believe me. We show you every time we start something, it's real life. I didn't even have time to look at my hair. Look at it. It's like, y'all seen a minute ago. I did break it back. It was sticking out everywhere. It's like, oh, crap.
Okay.
I go, Memo, pull your hair back.
Okay. Don't start it yet. Wait just a few minutes. Allison's not back yet into this one.
All righty.
And yeah, you're frozen on the computer.
Again?
Angela is the very nice lady I met last night on TikTok.
Hi, Angela. Nice to meet you.
Angela, this is Norma. Norma is my partner in crime on the YouTube street.
I'm not going to talk to you two tonight, so go sit down. Go sit down. Nobody but me and Echo. Go, please sit down. I will not. I'll take them and make you go upstairs. Stop. They're mad because they got their tablet instead of their phone. Apple gave tablets instead of phones tonight.
Okay, well, sorry.
Try to keep them quiet. It's like, so they're in a mood now. It's like, go in there, I'll take them, and you can go upstairs and sit and do nothing. Ruth Ann, what are you doing? This child goes to the bathroom 10 times a day. She goes more than I go, and I'm on a water pill. I don't know what she does in there, but I'll tell you, usually getting into something. We'll wait a little bit and see if anybody else comes in.
She's got an 11-year-old granddaughter and a 12-year-old grandson that she's raising. And the granddaughter especially, gives her a real hard time.
Yes, does she ever? It's
So
like
she
those
deals with
days.
real life every day at her house.
Yes, don't I ever?
I don't try to move and see because you look frozen on the screen.
I'm a moving. I don't want to
Mm,
start doing what you done though.
no, I know it, but you're definitely frozen.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
Did it show the countdown and the other thing?
I saw the countdown. I didn't see anything after that.
You didn't see the presentation thing?
No, but
Let
I
me
was
see if I
trying to get switched over.
okay. Let me see if I can run it again. So you
Okay.
can see it.
All right.
See how I did. See how I
Okay.
did on this.
Okay. Try it again. Oh
Did
yeah,
you see
that's
it?
good.
All
You did
right. I
good.
did something good.
You did. You did very
Now,
well.
am I
Yeah. No,
froze still?
I thought you were. Yeah, you're still froze. I thought you were
How come?
making a presentation about the um.
Oh, I
pres-
do. I got that too.
Oh, you got
I
that
got
too.
that
That
too.
was just your own
See,
thing.
I've been busy today.
I was
I've
gonna
been
say
busy.
you have been busy, busy girl.
Yeah, I painted my frogs and I've been on standby most of the day. I'm scaring everybody in the neighborhood with my frogs, but what'd she say about Anna said about the frogs? She, I guess the little girl that scared her next door, she started crying.
Oh no.
Because I got them sitting out in the backyard on a table.
Uh, well, go ahead. We'll go ahead and start because I don't know. Allison, maybe she's got busy, got a phone call or something.
She got lost.
She got
Mm.
lost.
And I'm still frozen. What
And you're
is
still
going on
frozen.
then? Why am I frozen?
Can
Having
you
issues.
see? Well, wait a minute.
That ain't me.
No,
I
that's
wish I looked that
somebody.
good.
That's an ad. Well, I don't know. Now I just lost it. I lost the whole thing. But anyway, there you are. Can you see it?
Yeah, there. I'm just sitting there, huh?
Yeah, you're just sitting there.
Well, at least you know I'm
He
still
says
alive.
you
I'm
are a
talking.
frosty girl, as it looks like there's frost over you.
I'm glad that way you don't see my hair. Maybe I can break it down before I get them frozen.
And she's,
Does
oh,
it look
Allison's
awful?
there now. Okay, hi,
Alrighty.
Allison. Okay,
Alrighty. This
all right,
is
here we go.
okay. Let's see. I got to get Hummer. No. Okay. Here we go. Add to stream.
There you
This
go.
is our first slide.
All
We're
right.
talking about breast cancer tonight. Signs and warning signs of breast cancer. Symptoms of breast cancer are a firm or hard lump in the breast, a lump in the armpit, a change in shape, the size of the breast, change to the nipple, discard or blood from the nipple. I'll tell you now, my daughter is fighting breast cancer. She's done had the chemo, she's done had the breast removed, and she's going through radiation right now. And what made her go to the doctor, her nipple part got infected and it ripped open and she couldn't get it to heal. And then come to find out, she's in stage 3 of, oh Lord, I don't forgot what it's called. But it's the kind that can spread and they don't want her to get to
Metastatic.
stage 4. Yeah, because if she gets to stage 4, they ain't nothing they can do for
Hmm.
her. And they have found a couple spots on her lung, but they're watching them real close. So we're praying every day that it don't spread no more. But I love her to death. The child has got such good spirits. This is the second time she's come close to death. When she was 9, she had meningitis that went to her brain and caused her to end up having 2 brain surgeries to get the infection off. So she's a very strong-willed young lady. She's 30s in her 30s, but I wish I had the strength that child had. I swear, I guess I raised her right. I don't know. But she's
You
very
did.
strong,
I was going
strong
to say
girl.
she's a fighter. She's a
Yeah,
fighter.
yeah. She said, "I'm not giving up. God's kept me here for a reason. I'm not gonna let him take me now." So I said, "Yep." She's got 3 beautiful kids. They're all about grown now, but they're still beautiful. They're my grandbabies. Don't get to see them much because mommy ain't allowed out, and we can't go there because
Well, yeah, she's
we
got to
can't
be really careful with the
careful.
sea.
Yeah, can't have visitors.
Yeah.
So she drops by every now and then, but let us know how she's doing, her messages. So I just pray that she makes it through everything. And she decided not to have the, whatever you call it when you put the falsies in them. I call them. I don't
Oh,
know
the
what you call them.
reconstruction.
Yeah, she decided not to have
Reconstruction.
that done.
Hmm.
And then she laughs at me because I'm big breasted, and she goes, "Ha ha! I bet you yours is heavy now. Mine ain't." And I'm like, oh, "Okay, let's not go there."
At least she has a sense of humor about it.
Yeah. But the late
Mm.
symptoms are double vision, muscle weakness, headaches, nausea, cough, shortness of breath, jaundice, loss of appetite, weight loss, and bone pain. And I forgot to put the thing on here. We are not doctors. We are not
Oh, that's right.
nurses.
The disclaimer. This
Yeah,
is this is information
this
that we've
information.
obtained, and we know
We're
what
just
our personal experiences have been, but we are
yes,
not
ma'am.
doctors. Please go to
Yeah,
your doctor. Do not
yes.
think that we're
Do
going to tell
not take our word or
you to
none
go
of
to the
this.
doctor or not.
If
If you
you
think
see
you
any
need
of
to
this,
go to the
yeah,
doctor.
go go to the doctor. Don't go by our advice.
Our advice
Okay.
is go to the doctor.
The doctor, yes, go to the doctor. Okay. Also, men get breast cancer, which is not talked about very much. So, treatment of a male breast cancer is in order to select the best treatment option, your doctor considers your cancer stage, your overall health, and your preference. In most cases, have male cancer, surgery is performed along with other treatments. Surgery, the aim of surgery is to remove the tumor and surrounding breast tissue in one of the two processes. Right. Removal of the breast tissue and surrounding lymph nodes, which is modify racial man, master. I can't say that word. Can you say it?
Mastitis,
Mastectomy.
mastectomy. Yeah.
Yeah. And removal of one lymph node for testing. And I ain't going to read the rest of it. Okay. You're welcome, Angela, honey. We thought this was a good subject to talk about. So,
Especially with your daughter going through breast cancer and me
yeah,
having to have my mammogram, we were like, yep, we need to talk about
yeah,
this.
yeah. Okay. For every 1,000 women who have a screening mammogram, 100 will return for additional mammograms or ultrasounds due to something seen in the initial mammogram. This is out of 1,000. 100 will. 20
Wow.
out of 1,000 will find what's seen in the imaging. I'm trying to say mammogram again. Is not likely not cancer and return in 6 months to keep a watch on the finding. 5 out of 1,000 will be diagnosed with breast cancer. 61 out of 1,000 will have the additional imaging and find nothing is wrong. 19 out of 1,000 will have a membrane invasion needle biopsy. My daughter went through that
Yeah, that's what
first.
I had.
Yeah. To learn more about benefits and risks of mammograms, visit mammogramsaveslife.org When the breast cancer is found this way, the cure rate is very high. That's why we recommend, if you're old enough to get a mammogram, to get one. If not, check yourself. There's ways, if you don't know how, you can go on the internet and there's plenty of ways that'll show you. But I was afraid to put them on here because I didn't want to get striked. Because I wasn't
Yes.
sure exactly
But
what we could put on, what we couldn't.
even though you can do your own self exam,
Yeah,
to me, I wouldn't know what I was feeling for, and I wouldn't know if what I felt was a lump or not. So I mean, I'm glad
yeah,
that my doctor has me go get the mammograms done.
yeah,
As a screening started out as a screening process, and I'm glad about that. And most insurance companies will pay for your initial screening of the initial mammogram. Um, and way back 6 years ago, they wouldn't pay for the 3D imaging
yeah,
as a preventative. But now, this time when I went, now the insurance does pay for that. So they're making advances.
yeah. Uh, but you have to be, most of the time, you have to be a certain, what is it, 40 or 50 now? The age that you have to be before they'll let you get one without a doctor
Yeah,
recommending it.
I'm not really sure, but I know when I hit my 50s, they started making me get them. So
50s. I
probably
think
at
it is
least
50s. I'm not
let's
sure.
see, how old did you say your daughter was? 30 something?
She was 30 something. The reason they had her is because they couldn't get that to heal.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And uh, that's why they had her uh, go get a mammogram. And then uh, she had to go on with the needle where they took the biopsy. And she's been through a lot for it.
Yeah.
So, and I'm still frozen.
No. Well,
No,
you weren't frozen a minute ago. Now I think you are
uh,
again.
no, Natalie. You're in the house. You ain't going outside. I'm on here and I can't watch it. No. So go sit in the living room, please. Okay, this is men's breast cancer. I could read when I pull my glasses off, probably. That's awful. I don't know if I can or not. My glasses, my bifocals are not right in the right spot. I need new glasses. Okay, breast cancer. The American Cancer Society estimates that 1% of all breast cancer occurs in men. On the average, women with breast cancer lives 2 years longer than men with breast cancer, largely because men don't realize they can get breast cancer too. Men with strong family history of breast cancer are also at high risk developing breast cancer. Men's breast cancer usually shows up as a lump under or near a nipple. Misshaped breast, non-matching breast, and nipple discharge are also possibilities of breast cancer. Mammograms are best examined may be helpful to men, assuring regular consulting with their doctors. The only thing I don't understand about this, how would a man get a mammogram? Have they got them at
Well,
the
there must be a way to do it.
yeah,
There, I mean, but some men, I mean, some men have bigger breasts than I do. You know,
yeah, oh
I mean,
yeah,
if they're overweight, they could have a lot of breast tissue. But people don't
yeah,
understand that too. The breast tissue goes all the way up into the arm and in the armpit,
under yeah
on
the
the
armpit,
side. Yeah. So
yeah,
it's more than just the actual breast.
yeah. So it's like, so that's what I got right there for that. And then I do have questions that they asked it on the internet and answers if you want to go over
Okay,
that.
good.
So I've done my homework. I tried anyway.
Well, you did excellent. I'm very proud of you.
It
From
says,
where
what are
we
the most,
started at, boy, we
yeah,
have come a long way.
haven't we done? Still got a lot to learn, but I'm learning slowly but surely.
You
Okay, what
are.
are the most common types of breast cancer? under the microscope, selected type of breast cancer. Duct, ductal. See, I don't need to do this because I can't read. Uh,
Ductal. Spell it.
ductal cardia. It's Ductal, and then it's carcinoma, and it's called DCIS. It's a pre-invasion lesion with a topical cell that grows within the duct and the lobes and do not invade the breast tissue. Invasion ductal cardian, invasion ductal cardian. Why is it got that on there twice?
Carcinoma.
Yeah,
Probably
it's the most
carcinoma.
common type. It's the most common type of breast cancer. I don't know why they got that on there right, but they got it twice. Invasion lobal. I can't talk tonight. Lobal carmona is the second most common type in breast cancer. Okay. I should have sent these to you so you could read them. You can pronounce the. Believe me, I'm not good at pronouncing things.
That's
Okay.
okay.
What is the worst kind of breast cancer? Triple negative breast cancer is an aggressive type of invasion breast cancer in which the cancer cells don't have estrogen or proestrogen receptors, or PRs, and also don't make any or too much a protein called HER2. The cell tests negative in all three tests. So that's one of the worst kind. The
Yeah. Well, that's
age the age adjustment incidence of breast cancer continues to increase with the advantage of age of the female population. Gender, most breast cancers occur in a woman. Personal history of breast cancer, a history cancer in one breast increases the likelihood of the second primary cancer in the cons- the other breast. Instead of trying to give a big word, I'll just say the other breast.
okay.
That's what it means. That's what it means. I knew what it mean. I just couldn't say the word. I'm funny. I can't help it. I am weird. Can't help it. Y'all see me. I have my hair all sticking out and everything. I told the kids, I said, I need to go in there like this. And they're like, Mama, don't you dare. I have my hair sticking straight up and on the side. All my new hair that's coming out,
Uh-huh.
it just sticks out. That's why I got to rake it back. And it was sticking up on top. And then it was sticking out. I look like Bozo. Is what I look like. And I said, I ought to go in there like that. Do you think they like me then? And they're
But
like,
what did
Mama,
we
please.
say, Miss Norma? What did we say
Yes.
in the very beginning? We said we weren't going to change
Oh,
for YouTube,
yeah.
and we were
Right.
going to keep it real. So if that's how it
Hey,
looks, and that's how
yeah.
you're feeling that day, then that's how you show up.
Show up.
Just show
Because
up.
if I feel like getting dressed up, I'll dress up. Usually I don't dress up because I'm home all the time, so I get dressed up. I don't go nowhere hardly anymore.
Well, I'm glad they
So,
only can see from the top up. They can't see.
well, I stand up, they're going to see a big belly, so they're going to see on me. Because it just don't want to go away nowhere soon. I'm trying, but it ain't going nowhere. I said, older women, they get these big bellies and they try so hard to get rid of them, and for some reason, they just don't want to go away, no matter what you
I
do.
know. Isn't that right?
It's like, and they say it's for being a motherhood. Well, I guess that's the joys of being a mother. I guess I've carried it for a long time because my oldest child's 44 years old. He thinks he's 47, but he's 44. And so
Why does he think he's older than he is?
I don't know. He said, oh, I'm 47. And I looked at him and I'm like, if you're 47, then I'm way older than what I am. And I'm not that old. I'm like, so you better back up, buddy. And he's like, what, Mom? He said, I'm 47. I said, Otis, you were born in 77. So how old are you? Well, I'm 47. And I'm like, no, you're not. Learn your math again. You're 44. You'll be 45 this year. Am I that? I'm not that old. And I'm like, no. I don't know where he got he's 47. Swear to
Yeah,
hell.
most people lie to make themselves younger,
Yeah. I told him, I
not
said, you're
lie
trying to make
to
your,
make them older.
yeah. I said, you're trying to make yourself 3 years older than what you are. Why would you
Mm.
do that? Well, that's how old I thought I was. And I'm like, I don't know about you. I really don't. I worry about my kids some days. I'm told him, I said, you're getting Alzheimer's already. You shouldn't be getting it yet. You're not old enough. But he
Yeah.
forgets a lot. And I guess that's where Natalie gets it because she forgets a lot. Because he says he forgets a lot. And I'm like, okay, your daughter's taking after you. Because she forgets a
Does your
lot.
husband forget a lot, or do you forget a lot? Which one do you think that your son takes after, you or your husband?
We don't forget a lot, though. I might
Oh,
forget where I put my keys, but that's
hmm.
normal. Everybody
Yeah.
does that. I ain't
I
lost
don't.
my car yet. I
when
always look.
when I was working at Walmart, I went out one night after I'd worked a long, like extra long shift, and I was tired, and I was trying to get the key into the car to unlock the door, and I was having a hard time. It wasn't wanting to unlock it. And I was getting frustrated. And I looked up, and here this man is standing right beside the car. And he's like, "Can I help you?" And I said, I don't know why, but I can't get my car door unlocked." He goes, "Maybe because it's not your car." And I was like, "What do you mean it's not my car?" And he's like, "Ma'am, that's not your car." And I looked, and my car was parked right next to his, but they were the same model, same color, everything.
Oh my
I
gosh.
was so embarrassed.
How do you
And
tell it was his then? I wonder.
no, he knew which car was his. He knew where
I
he
wonder
parked.
how.
I
If they
mean, I
looked
had
alike
parked,
and everything.
yeah, but I had parked early that morning and been at work, for like 12, 13 hours. I forgot
Yeah.
where I parked. I knew I parked in that vicinity, but he knew where he had parked. He had just ran in the store and came right back out.
Oh,
But
okay.
luckily, he started laughing. He thought it was funny too. He said, "Well, you must be tired." And I said, "I'm very tired." And then I went and I got in my car, of course, embarrassed, and went home. But
Now,
yeah, I can forget what car I drove. Oh my gosh. Sometimes
now
I'm
I've
like,
done
"Was
that
that my
before.
car or my daughter's car?" Yeah, I can
I've
do
done that
that.
before because, like, when mine was down, I'm so used to driving mine, and I drove
Hmm.
my husband's, and I come out looking for my car, and I'm thinking, "Where's
Hmm.
my car?" And then Natalie's like, "Memo, we drove Papa's car," and I'm like, "Oh, that's why I can't find mine. I know I didn't lose it."
Right. I mean, I'm serious. When I
Yeah.
first drove, the first couple of times I had to drive Allison's car, I would come out, and I mean, I would just be looking all around because I'm looking for my black Jeep. I'm not looking for her red car,
Yeah.
or what she had it was, I can't remember what color her other car was, blue, I think. Or yeah, blue. But yeah, you can very easily forget just little things like that you shouldn't really forget. But I guess we have too much in our minds. We've got a lot of information stored up there.
Well, Dennis's grandma always told me when she was alive, she lived to be 102. She said people try to remember too much stuff. That's why they get Alzheimer's. She said
Could
you try
be.
to put too much in your brain. You need to
Mm.
let some of it go. That's what she always told me. You need to let some of it go. She said, I honestly believe that's why people, and she lived to be 102 and didn't have Alzheimer's. She started getting it there at the end, but
Well,
102, I mean, that's a long time.
maybe that's why I'm losing. I lose so much of my memory because I can't.
Mm,
I got too much in there.
yeah.
I
And
need to.
Dylan's
I need
grandma,
to try to forget some of it.
on his mom's side, she lived to be 107.
Oh my gosh.
He said, Mama, I don't want to live to be 107.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
I said, I don't think I want to for sure. I don't want to be no
I'm
107 years
gonna
old.
shoot for 90, but I don't think
Yeah.
I want to live much past that.
No.
I think 90
Okay.
is plenty old enough.
Let's see. Where did I stop at? Okay. Which type of breast cancer is the worst? Did I already say that? I don't think I did,
Yeah,
did I?
yeah. You
Oh,
said the
I did.
kind that doesn't show up in the tests and it -3 or something.
No, this is the different one. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it says triple negative breast cancer, the worst kind of breast cancer. The effects of cancer are determinable and vary dependent on the type of cancer. Triple negative breast cancer, TNBC, is an aggressive form of breast cancer that has high frequency of occurrence in women of African American descent.
Oh.
Okay. What type of breast cancer kills the most women? The most common type is hepatocellular cardio. What did you say, Maria? Carlioma. Carlioma. Carlioma.
Carcinoma.
Yeah, that's the worst time. That's the one that mostly kills people. They are often caused by external factors such as hepatitis, obesity, and diabetes.
Ooh.
This is particularly dead form of cancer once it arises. Fortunately, many of the most common causes of liver cancer are treatable early before it becomes cancer. So I guess that's a liver cancer from diabetes and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got liver into breast, but okay. I'm getting
Well,
off
any kind of
subject again.
cancer is bad.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not a death sentence like it used to be 20, 30 years
yeah,
ago, or even longer than that, but it's still not good.
yeah. What are the major causes of breast cancer? Risk factors you can't change. Dense
Okay.
breast. Your breasts are a mix of fatty, fibrous, glandular tissue. Breast lesions having a topical hyperplasia uh, or lobal cardioma, and I don't know what this is. Situ, situ. How would you pronounce it? Situ
Oh, yeah. I don't know what that
increases a
means, but I've
woman's.
heard that word
I
before.
don't either. I should look that up. A woman's breast cancer risk by 4 to 5 times. Distant family history. It's most of it. What did I get so many? Okay. Previous abnormal breast biopsies, reproductive history, radiation treatment, and heritage. Why is breast cancer the most common cancer in women? What are causes and risk factors of male breast cancer? Okay, did I not write down the answers? I don't know. Radiation exposure, hyperocumia, high levels of estrogen. Men normally produce small amounts of female hormone estrogens, but certain conditions results in abnormally high levels of estrogen in men. And Lord, I don't know what that word is. Klinefelter syndrome, whatever that is. Scarring of the liver, familiar predisposition. I about never got that one out. And this one, finasteride use, whatever that is. I don't know what that is. It's FINASTERIDE use. What is that?
I have no idea.
I'm gonna have to look these words up. Um,
But
and mostly,
mainly, it's saying that if you have family members like your
yeah,
mother, your aunt, your grandmother, your sister, any of them that have had any kind of breast issues, you need to get checked. Same if
that's
you're a male and you have in your female heritage, you have had breast cancer, you need to get checked.
this
Now
is
there's
some
a test
breast.
that you can do just to
Yeah,
see if you have the gene for it or whatever.
this is some breast cancer risk factors that you can't control. Menstruation before 11 years old, starting menopause late in life, undergoing hormone replacement therapy, especially in a combination of estrogen and proestrogen therapy, not having children or breastfeeding before you're 30. That's things you can't control.
Yeah.
Risk factors you can control. Keep your weight in check as a way to have power over your health. I print this off and it's real dark. I mean, it's not dark, it's real light. Breast cancer screening, including regular mammograms and breast self examinations. We can't get this out enough. You need to do breast examinations or have mammograms if you're old enough.
Yeah, and
Very
I looked
strong
that
on
up. If you're 50, they start now at 50.
yeah.
So before
Monitor
50,
your
you have to do it yourself.
yeah. Monitor your lifestyle choices and eat right and exercise, which I don't do the exercise, but I try to eat right. So, and then I had this little thing I wanted to read to you. And since I'm frozen all the time, I don't know if it'll show. And I'm still frozen now.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'll
Are
put
you
this
sure you
up.
didn't take a picture and just put the picture up there?
I did. That's what I did. Okay. In case I come unfrozen, I'm putting this here in case it does it so you can see it. And then I'm going to read it to you. But I don't think I'm going to come unfrozen. And I don't know why I'm frozen. Because I see myself moving. Okay. Okay. Cancer is limited. It cannot cripple love. It cannot shatter hope. It cannot corral faith. It cannot destroy peace. It cannot kill friendship. It cannot suppress memories. It cannot silence courage. It cannot invade the soul. It cannot steal eternal life. It cannot conquer the spirit. It's by anonymous. But I thought that was so interesting of everything it can't steal from you.
That's
Your
right.
love, your hope, your faith, your peace, your friendships, your memories, your courage, your soul, your life, and spirit. You have to have a good spirit.
And how easy is it when you get bad news like that to just give up on everything, you know?
Oh, I had a scare one time. I don't even know how I got home because they thought they found something in mine. My doctor did when he done the exam until I got the mammogram and it come back nothing. Thank God. But from the time I left his office till I got home, and I lived quite a bit, I do not know how I got home. I was so scared when he told me that he found something. I
Yeah.
said, I can't figure out how I got home. Only thing I know, God's been watching over me because that's how I got home because I was scared to death. Don't remember nothing. Don't even remember driving home now. But what toy? It was in here. Go get it and get right back in here. But I said that was the most scariest thing in my life when he said he might. I'm thinking, I got breast cancer. That's the first thing that come in my mind. And I said, I understand what these people go through. I mean, mine turned out not to be nothing, but it's a very scary, scary feeling to have that. And I said,
Definitely.
I
Definitely.
never pray to God. I never have that again. I'm a faithful woman. A lot of people ain't, but I am. And I mean, I know God watches over me every day. If He didn't, I don't think I'd be here.
Yeah.
And I know He's watching over my daughter every day. And I thank Him for that every day. But that's mostly the information I got on it. But we can't express enough. Please get mammograms. That's all
And
we ask.
also, I want to mention too about colonoscopies. That's another
No,
screening for colon
I'm on
cancer
here.
that once you're in your 50s, they normally want you to have done.
Yeah.
It's not very pleasant prep. It's not very pleasant test. They do kind of give you a little la drug, so you're not really paying attention. But luckily, when I had mine done, I had 2 polyps and they were able to remove them. And so, I didn't have to have anything else done after that. And I don't think I have to have one, but like every 5 years, because colon cancer it's a deadly cancer because it's very, very slow growing. And
Yeah.
most people don't even notice any symptoms of it until it's too late. And it's a horrible way to die. So please,
Yeah.
if your doctor suggests, you know, a mammogram, a colonoscopy, any screening test for cancer, please take heed in that and try to get that
Yeah.
done, because there's no sense in us dying from something that, they can catch early and take care of.
And they got
So
so much now compared to what they used to, that they can help people, you know, if you catch it in time, you know, that's why you
that's
have to be
key.
on top of your health,
Mm-hmm.
not let your health go. Seriously. It's too many cancers out here and too many people got cancers and it's awful. I said I watch them little commercials of them babies got cancer and it just breaks my heart.
Oh, I can't watch them.
Why? Yeah, why?
I can't. I can't watch
Something
them.
so young, they ain't even got a chance.
Mm-hmm.
We got a little boy that goes to Eli and Natalie's school. Yeah, Natalie's friend. Uh, I know what his name is. She goes, he's got a brain tumor, and
Oh
he's been
my.
fighting. He fought all last year. He do good. He got to come back for school for a little while, but it's still fighting. They just had a big old prayer thing for him. I guess he's going through some more again, but love his heart. He's the sweetest child, and he smiles all the time. And I said, I just love his little smile. But
Yeah. It's just
he's
heartbreaking. It's
yeah, he's
heartbreaking when
been
any baby has cancer
yeah.
of any kind.
I had a cousin die from brain cancer, so I know what they go through. I watched her, and I said, this poor baby, he's Natalie's age going through this, and his parents had to go through it with him. And I was like, love their heart, but they're strong, and I'm glad, people. I guess it does something to you that you get strong. I don't know. I know I'm trying to be strong for my daughter, but there's days, I really it
Oh
gets to
yeah.
me. It
Well,
gets to
everybody
Dennis.
everybody has that kind of where they think, oh, is it going to get
Yeah,
cured, or is it going to go in remission or whatever?
yeah,
But at least she's got good spirit about it. She didn't get depressed. She didn't give up, you know. So
yeah.
she's going to beat it. I know she will beat it.
I know she has bad days, but she
Oh
still get
yeah.
out. And I told her, I said,
Everybody
That's
does.
normal, honey. You're going to have bad days and wonder." But she said one thing she hasn't done. She hasn't wondered why her. And I'm glad of that
Yeah.
because, that's the
Well,
first
why
thing you
not?
think, why
You know,
me?
it,
You
it
know,
could be anybody. It could be any of
yeah.
us.
That's what she said. It could be anybody, Mom. I just happen to be the one that. And I said, yeah, I understand that. And I said, I'm
And
just glad that she don't think that way.
but you know how people always say, how could God let this happen?
Yeah.
She's a good person. How could he let it happen? God didn't let this happen. It's
No.
because of man making all the chemicals and
Schools.
polluting our air and our water and everything. That's why people get cancer. They don't get cancer because
Yeah.
God says, poof, you get cancer,
Yeah.
or
Yeah. No, that
poof,
ain't
you
how it
get a heart
works. Yeah.
attack or whatever. Everything that happens to us that's bad in that respect because of choices that we made in our life and all the things
Yeah.
that are man-made. If you look back to when God created the world, everything was pure and
Pure.
everything
Yeah.
was healthy and good. And then man said, oh, I got to have it faster, it's got to
Yeah.
be quicker, it can't be whatever, it can't take 12 months for it to
12
grow, it has to grow in 6 months or whatever.
months. Yeah.
And they've just ruined all of our food and all of our the environment
Mhm.
and everything. Yeah, man doesn't always know what's best. The government, you know, and
They
we
tried to
try
rush
to
too much
them.
stuff too
Yeah,
fast.
everybody wants
And
convenience, convenience.
yeah,
You know.
I said we're gonna be like that little cartoon that they keep it up. Not a cartoon. It's on Disney where they's
Hmm.
in a ship and they's afraid to go to Earth. And everybody's in these things just going around in, and then when they do get to Earth and try to stand up, they couldn't walk because they've been in them things so long. I said that's what it's come to us because they're making TVs where now you don't even have to do anything. You just click it on there and there it is, and
Hmm.
then you got couch potatoes because they watch TV all the time because there's so much on TV. I've got one myself, a little girl that I have to make go outside and play
That's
because
right.
I don't want her to be a couch potato. I said it's summer. You're supposed to be outside. You got to enjoy yourself. You can't live in front of a TV 24/7. I'm not going to have it. Won't have it.
That's
Or on
right.
a tablet 24/7.
But
And
there's
or on a
people that
phone.
there are people who never leave their house
Yeah.
that have everything delivered to them. They do all their shopping online. To me, the big C, it really made, in a lot of ways, a lot of people found out about online shopping and the delivery services and all that they didn't know about. But
Yeah.
now people rely on that.
Yeah.
They're like, well, why should I have to go to the store? Why should I have to do, this, that, or the other thing? I can have it done for me, brought right to
Yeah.
me.
To me. Yeah. I've
Some of
not done
that is,
that. I have done the. Now, when we had COVID, I did go do the pickup. I didn't have COVID. My family had COVID.
hmm,
Uh, I did go instead of going into the store because they asked me not to. I did go do the delivery pickup, you know, order it online and then go pick it up.
right.
But I don't do that now. I go in the store because I want to walk. I want to
Yeah.
walk as long as I can walk, and my walking's not very good anymore because of my hip. But my doctor don't care. So
But the thing about that is, because I'm
yeah,
in the same boat, if you don't move, you eventually won't be able to move.
able to move. Yeah,
So,
and I'm
you have to make yourself move.
yeah.
And,
I sit here,
and
even if I
you're
sit
going
at
to
the
have
computer a
pain, but
lot. Yeah, I sit here at the computer a lot. I move my legs. I take my legs and do a little exercise with them while I'm sitting here working. And I said, or I'll do my arms, or I'll twist my sides. I
mm-hmm,
do exercise while I sit here because I don't want to get so stiff I can't move. Because I
right.
sit here very long and don't move, I can't get up and walk.
Oh, Norma, when I go to get up after I've been sitting
You
here,
gotta move.
especially on our lives,
You're naked.
I know
Move.
you gotta keep your body right here.
Go.
it makes it um, feel like
Um,
I'm probably 100 years old. I'm so
what time can
stiff.
I go to sleep?
It's like nothing wants to bend,
I
nothing
can't talk
wants to
about this
work
right now.
right.
Please go. I'll talk to you in a few
And
minutes.
I say, oh, I've sat too long. So now I try to like get up every so often and move around because it does get my back hurting,
Go.
you know.
Yeah.
But I want to tell y'all, before my daughter had the baby, my diabetes was so out of control that all I wanted to do was sleep. I didn't I didn't care about participating in life. I didn't care about going anywhere, doing anything. I was ready to, just lay there and die. I figured I was sick enough, I probably would die. And then she had the baby, or found out she was going to have a baby. And it's been like a fountain of youth for me. It's like I am not the same person I was. I am like, I'm going to take my medicine. I'm going to eat like I'm supposed to. I'm going to move. I'm going to do what I have to do because I want to see that baby grow up.
Yeah.
And it's all in your mindset and in your attitude. You can decide that you're sick and tired, or you can decide that you want to live and participate in life.
Yeah. I
You
said if
really
I didn't have these two, I'd probably be gone by now.
I know they
because I've been
aggravate
sitting all the
you.
time. Yeah.
They aggravate you, but they also make you get up and go and do.
Go. Yeah. Because I
You
run
know?
with them and doing
Yeah.
this and doing that.
Yeah.
And I said before,
and you worry
I
about
just
them
sit
and
home
you
all the time.
make sure things are right for them and
Go to
take
sleep and
care of
rest.
them. It. I mean, they say old people shouldn't have children, but I think that's the opposite. I don't think
Yeah.
real young people should have children. They need to run and get it out of their system, and
System.
then middle age
Yeah.
have children, and then when you're in your older years, be active grandparents and be in their
Yeah.
lives. But it really does have a lot to do with your
Get
mindset,
out from behind there, please.
decide how you're going to feel.
These
And
kids,
just
Lord
like
help
us
me.
doing this YouTube channel, since I
Yeah.
quit working, I haven't cared to learn a new program on the computer. I haven't cared to learn how to do anything. And all of a sudden, it's like, just because we started learning these programs and dealing with the computer, it also got me interested in, I want to learn how to cook. There's certain things I want to learn how to cook that I don't know how to cook. My mama
Yeah.
didn't cook and never taught me, and I want to learn how to do it, And it's just, there's so much in this world, in this life for us to learn. But I think we
Yeah.
just think, oh, I don't work. I don't have to learn anymore. Now it's like
Yeah.
I have free time to learn.
Oh, I take classes on Skillshare. So
Yeah. I mean,
I
I
joined
want to
that for a
learn.
year. Yeah.
I want to learn everything I can learn and do everything I can do.
That's what's
You know,
helping me with YouTube, the Skillshare.
good.
I joined
Well,
it for a year. It cost me $100, but I said it was worth it because I'm learning. I'm learning different stuff.
mm-hmm.
Before I wasn't
Yeah.
learning nothing. I watch YouTube all the time. Yeah, I got a bad
Mm-hmm.
habit of watching YouTube all the time. Uh, I do go off and watch Netflix, my movies there every now and then, but
Oh, yeah.
I I watch a lot of crafts, and I know I need to start doing my craft uh, videos. But I'm going to wait till the kids start back to school. But that way, I got no interruptions, and I can set my camera up, and they won't run through the house and knock it over, or
That's right.
And I'm here so I can do them and do them right instead of just trying to piece them together like don't know what I'm doing. So,
Right.
uh, I said
Right.
when school starts back, then I'll get doing the craft part. Uh, I could take some pictures and put them on, but I don't think that'd be that very interesting. Uh, been trying to think of stuff to do to make our channel more
Well, and
interesting.
I am even interested because I say I'm not crafty, but
Yeah,
I'm interested in like different techniques and different using different materials to make things. And
yeah,
I mean, I don't know how to knit or crochet. I don't know how to um, do anything. I mean, I can sew on a sewing machine if it's a straight line. I mean, I've made curtains before and that kind of thing. But as far as like to cut out a pattern and make an outfit or something, I don't know how to do that.
my
I would
mom made
love.
me make my clothes. I know
I
how to
mean, I would
sew.
love
My
to learn
mom,
how you decide how much fabric and how you lay it out and how you
yeah.
cut it and all that. There's all
You go
kinds of
lay
things.
down. Oh, Grouchy, but again tonight he's in He don't like me
I have
talking to nobody.
I have a friend that makes quilts. And matter of fact, she's in our Facebook group. And she just posted not too long ago that she got a new antique sewing machine.
Oh, cool.
And I was like, that's so cool, that she would even know how to
Well,
use an antique sewing machine. But yeah, she makes
well,
really pretty quilts.
you go
Is old
out.
Buster growling at us again?
Yeah, he's all grouchy again today. What's wrong, buddy? What's wrong? Hmm? What's wrong? Tell me. You don't want me talking to nobody but you? Is that what it is? Huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Are you being grouchy again tonight?
If
You're getting
you're
white around the lips.
not an animal lover and you're not a kid lover, don't watch our shows because
Yeah.
we have our animals with us and our kids are around, our grandkids are around. It's real life.
Yeah.
I mean,
We
we
got
real,
all kinds of interruptions.
yeah. I mean, we live real life, and so do most
You
people.
hush.
You
You
know.
be good. You be a good boy. I done gave you all your goodies. I gave them to you before. Thought you'd be a good boy. You don't want nobody talk to me? You don't hear them, see? You just hear me talking. How you know
Yeah,
I'm talking to
that's what he
somebody?
thinks. He's like, "Why are you
I've got,
not talking to me?"
like, I'm talking to the computer. He can't hear you because I got my earphone in, my
Right.
head thing in my ear. So he can't hear you. That's why I figured he quit growling because I put it in.
Yeah.
But I guess because I'm talking to the computer, he knows I'm talking to somebody. So what? I think he wants outside. See if he wants out. Walk him outside. Walk him out. He won't go out unless you go out. Go outside, Bubs. Go see if COVID's out. Oh, our dog
That's
next
the
door.
neighbor dog's name. Of
Yeah,
course,
that's our
they got
neighbor's
him
dog.
that time.
Yeah.
And he's a Great Dane, and he's
No.
taller than the fence.
Yeah. And Buster's known him since he was a little tiny thing. Now he's outgrew Buster. So do what? Well, try to unlock. I didn't lock it. Natalie, did you lock it? The door. Our doors. We got up. Our house is 100 and some years old. I'll have to take pictures of it and show you. But our door is over 8 foot tall. Our front door is.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness!
It's like probably. Um, I'd say our front door is probably 10 foot tall.
Wow! How high are your
Yeah.
ceilings?
They're 12.
Wow!
Upstairs 11 and a half. Downstairs is 12.
Wow!
So we've got. Well, no.
Yeah.
Yours is more.
Because if I can, well, let's think. If I can go like this and then jump, and I can hit my door frame.
Oh, okay. Well, the front door ain't no 8.
Yeah, because I can't touch.
I got a 9 foot tree I put in our living room, and it still don't touch the ceiling. Even with
Wow!
the angel that's a foot on top of it, so that makes it 10 foot. It still don't touch our ceiling. And
Wow! Those are high ceilings.
but it's
Try
when
that
it
high.
rains, where it's swelling when it rains here lately. I don't know why. And then it's hard to get open and close. It still locks with a skeleton key.
Oh goodness!
We don't have the regular doorknobs and stuff like our back door. We got a steel door, but this one it locks with the skeleton key.
Your room does too.
Yeah, our upstairs doors close locked with skeleton keys.
So you best
our
not.
house
What do
was
you?
built.
How do you lock the door when you go to leave? You have a
We
doorknob
had to
on
go
there.
out. We go out our back door because it's a standard. We put a standard door
Oh,
in there, but we left our front door because it was part of the house
yeah.
when we remodeled. But the kitchen, it had like a 9 foot door, and it was beat up so bad that we had to get a new door. So we bought a steel door, which is regular standard door. So we go out the back door, lock it, hit the deadbolt, and then lock the front door with the key.
Cool.
Oh, this house is something else. It's falling apart now. It's getting too old. It was built in 1889. That's how old.
Wow.
Yeah, it's one of the first houses built on this street. It and another house. The rest of them come after. We done some history on it. That hit and the one across the street on the corner is the first two, and ours is the only one that's got the 15 by 16 rooms. None of the rest of them do. Our rooms
Wow.
are 15 by 16. The only one that's not 15 by 16 is Natalie's because it was added on later and they didn't make it as big uh, over the kitchen. But our kitchen is like the size of Natalie's bedroom, and plus we got the other side of the kitchen, which makes it big across the ways. I have
Yeah.
to do a video. After I clean my house, I'll do a video of it and show you. Because we got stuff sitting there everywhere. I said I never knew you could have so much stuff when you had kids, but I don't remember having this much stuff when I had kids
Yeah.
at home. But these two, I have been going through clothes. I got bags of clothes sitting in there for us to take off in the kitchen, my kitchen table. This table stays piled up because they throw everything on him. My kitchen table was piled up with nothing but clothes to get rid of. So it's like
Well, what
it's
about me being in a one-bedroom apartment
yeah,
and I use every bit of space I have, and then the babies, all the baby
all
stuff
the
comes
stuff. Yeah,
to take care of the
couldn't imagine.
baby.
But
It's like,
my
I
this
mean,
room is my craft room too. So I've got stuff piled. You've seen that. I got stuff
yeah,
piled up on one
you
side
do.
completely and
You
nothing
do
but
have a
craft
lot of
stuff.
craft stuff. Yeah.
And the other stuff is nothing but like totes and all that other stuff, junk. I call it junk because that's what it is. It's junk. It needs to be gone, but
Well,
it ain't gone nowhere yet. So hopefully before winter or summer's over, it's gone. So hopefully, I'm trying to contain my craft stuff in totes and stuff to where it ain't out. But where I've
mhm.
been crafting, I got stuff laying everywhere. So
Oh, let me tell you something funny now. My daughter had to bring all her stuff from school home, right? Because she's
yeah,
changing schools. Well,
it
their
ended up
house,
at your house.
they have, well, no, but they have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath duplex.
Yeah,
And so they pretty well used all of that. And the room that is the baby's room is where she had all her, stuff that we had bought over the years, getting for her classroom and stuff. So
yeah,
once she started working, that went to the school, and then she had the baby, and it took up that room. So she doesn't have any extra space. So she had to bring all this stuff home. So I mean, it is literally lining the walls. I mean, it's like there's a path cut through to go
through.
into the kitchen from the living room. There's a path to get into the baby's room, and it's like there's some stuff in the hall. But I didn't know. She kept telling me, the school stuff is taking over the house. And I was like, yeah, I'm sure, you got a few totes laying around or whatever. But I hadn't been over there to actually see it. So
Yeah,
Monday afternoon, when I went to pick up the baby, I was like, oh my gosh. I said, it's like her house is like busting at the seams. I mean, it's just like, it's got more stuff in it. You couldn't fit hardly anything else in there. And
well,
so she was in her bedroom, and she was like going through stuff and throwing stuff out and all that. And I was like thinking, I wonder how many trash bags of stuff she is going to throw out that from the school back home that she could have threw out at the school.
yeah. I'm
But
gonna go out and come back in and see if it'll unfreeze me. I'm freezing too
okay,
much. I don't. Hopefully,
yeah,
I can go back in.
okay. I'll talk to myself while you're gone.
Okay. Let's see if I. Well, how do I leave? Just leave and then come back
Um,
in. Just push leave
I
studio and then come back in.
yeah.
You knock yourself all the time off. So how do you do?
I do all the time. So
I'll try it. We'll see.
okay,
If I don't
all
come
right,
back, you know what happened. I got lost.
okay.
All right, I'm gonna try.
You fell in the YouTube hole.
Yeah, it's like it won't let me back in. Bye. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. That is one thing we didn't know. But like with YouTube, if you don't have enough subscribers and enough watch hours, you can't go live through YouTube. You have to get a streaming service, and they're very expensive. But because the reason they're expensive is they want you to pay for a year up front. There's a couple newer ones coming out that let you pay monthly. But if you're not making any money on YouTube, you really don't want to be spending money, for a streaming service. But we found this StreamYard, and that's what most everybody on YouTube that we see uses. However, they have the pay version. We have the free version, which you get 20 hours a month. So Norma and I each have it. So we have 40 hours a month, but we don't even use that up yet because we only go live twice a week. So we're doing really good on our time and not using up too much StreamYard time. But once we can go live off of YouTube and not have to worry about StreamYard, then I think we'll, could go live more often. And I have to show you that too. I figured out how you go in StreamYard to check how many hours you've used.
Oh, okay.
See how many you have left until the next time it updates you. Well, you did
I
that.
done froze again, didn't I?
Nope, you're not froze.
Oh, okay. I was like, I'm froze again, ain't I? It's like it just don't like me. It didn't want me to come on. It freezes me. It just
Do you think it might
despises me.
be the little girl upstairs doesn't want you to come on?
She might be. I don't know.
Maybe she doesn't like this.
It's like every time it's my turn to go live, something happens. It never fails. I said, what is going on? The last 2 times I've tried to go live, it just everything falls apart. I worked real hard to get a presentation and everything out. And it's
I know.
I can't even get on. It's like, what?
Well, that's like when we were in South Carolina and the internet was out. Allison's like, well, Miss Norma can do it from her end. And I'm like, yeah, but if we don't have internet, I can't get on there.
On there, yeah.
And I'm supposed to have the information this time.
Yeah, it's like when we do this, it's hard to do because
it's like, and she's like, you can't
set it up,
Norma. I'm like, without any internet, how would I send it to her?
Yeah,
it's like, no.
That's what I said. I was like, crap, I worked too hard today not to do this.
It's like we can't do it because I can't. And I was upset. I was literally upset. And everybody was like, it'll be all right. It's only one time. And I'm like, you don't understand. I'm a very punctual person. And if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do something. That's why I was like, you have to put out something letting people know, that I had no internet. There was no way I could do it because I would have done it any way I could do it. I had everything up there in South Carolina with me ready to go live, and I had worked that week on it, getting everything ready and everything. And then I was like, I can't do it. But they were all
sitting here. I was even watching a YouTube video, and that's what made me notice it because all of a sudden the sound went. I didn't touch anything or nothing. It's like, what is wrong with the sound? And I thought, well, she lost her sound, didn't, put it on there. So I went and checked another one and it wouldn't work. And I'm like, don't tell me this stupid thing's done this again. And I hadn't touched the thing. I was just sitting there watching a video. And then all of a sudden it done it again. And then I powered it off, opened it back up. Wouldn't let me open anything. Nothing would open. And I thought, are we serious? My Eli goes, well, get on your laptop. I said, my laptop's deader than a doorknob. I ain't charged it. God knows how long. And when you plug it up at first, it won't come on because it's got to charge some before it'll come on.
Right.
And he said, well, what about your phone?
Plugged up all the time.
Oh, I'm going to have to do that from now on.
But I can't go live. I can't go live on my laptop because my camera and all won't do right.
Yeah.
I have to do on, my daughter's. And she said, Mom, I'm going to need the computer for a few days. I was like, not on Tuesday or Thursday, but any other day you can have it,
You can't have it no other time.
I even told her that. Tuesday and Thursday, I will not be going to the YMCA, so I won't be bringing the baby. You'll have to come get the baby, and she's going to have to stay after 2 Tuesday nights a month till like 4:30. And I said, well, that's fine because it's on Tuesday night. I'll be at my house on Tuesday night. You come whenever you can come, She's like, boy, you're pretty strict on this Tuesday, Thursday deal, And I'm like, hey, this is our thing, We have
we got it set up. That's the way we want it.
That's right. It's working good, so we got to keep doing it.
And then I've got 2 little ones in the background trying to tell me how to fix my computer. And I'm like, I know my computer. I've been doing this. I learned everything on a computer all by myself. I don't need a 11 and a 12-year-old trying to tell me how to fix my computer. They made me a nervous wreck trying to get it fixed.
Well, and then I
go outside and do something. Leave me alone.
I was getting the baby ready for bed and hadn't even took my phone in the other room. I come out and I look and it's like, oh, you messaged me 20 minutes ago. So then I'm like, okay.
Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Eli goes, call her. And I said, no, I don't want to call her. I don't want to bother her. Maybe she's busy. And I said, she'll answer eventually. And he said, well, hopefully before it starts. And I'm like, okay. I'm like,
It couldn't happen to anybody but us.
I
It really
know.
couldn't.
It's like we're doomed. I don't know what it is.
I don't know. It's so odd because but you know what? Even though the TikTok thing isn't helping with subscribers so far, I'm meeting some really nice people. And
honey, all I got is men. I've got all kinds adding me to theirs. Let me see how many I got now. I had 90 something.
Oh, I have a lot of men too. And I have one right now. He messaged me earlier and he said, and I have never messaged him. And he says, why haven't you answered my messages? And I'm like, because I'm not going to answer your messages.
I went from 70 something to 120 now. I'm at 120.
Mm-hmm. 100 and what?
20. And I've got 17 messages and they're all for men.
Yep.
Just today.
Yep.
I got 75 followers.
And it's like, and Natalie went in there. She said, Papa, you're going to have to get, what you doing?
The baseball bat.
Oh, the baseball bat out. And he's like, why? Mama's got men messaging her on TikTok.
Well, let me tell you a secret. If they don't use proper English, they're probably from Nigeria.
No, mine's all American guys.
Well, the pictures are American. Well, so are mine. Their pictures are, but they'll have either no videos or just a couple pictures. That what they do is they steal them off their Facebook page and stuff, and then they're like impersonating that person.
Yeah.
But if you do have a conversation with them and you listen to the way they use the English language, you'll be able to pick up on the fact that and say, are you a scammer? They'll be done talking to you.
Okay.
Because what they want is they want you to give them money.
Oh, well.
They want to be your online boyfriend.
So you picked the poorest woman you could buy, and I hate to tell you.
Because at first I was like, I didn't realize, what was going on. And I was like, well, I'm retired on a fixed income. I don't have nothing, Yeah. And then they quit talking to me. I'm like, So one of them, I said, I'm independently wealthy. I don't have to work. I retired at 52, just because I didn't want to work anymore. And I'm independently wealthy. Boy, he was on me like
butter
all the time. I had to block him and delete him because he was like, I got one now. She's got money, But I mean, I watched Dr. Phil. They have people that have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Oh, I know.
On these people.
Well, remember what I told you about the ring I was trying to sell on Facebook? She tried to get me to send her money. I'm like, why would I send you money when I'm the one that's selling the ring? And then when we tried to sell the Jeep, they kept wanting me to verify my number. And I'm like, no. I ain't stupid, people. I know you're scams.
That's a scam too. Like if you're selling something on Marketplace and they say, give me the phone number or whatever. What it is they're going to get something in your phone number. So they'll be like cloning your phone number, for whatever purposes. Yeah. So I'm like, no, you don't need my phone number.
No.
I'm going to meet you at the grocery store.
I've called two of them trying to scam me on Facebook. And I'm like, nope. It's another scammer. Nope. I ain't falling for it. I said, why would you have to verify my ad? I'm really trying to sell this truck. I'm not playing you. I'm not trying to scam you. And if you live here in town or close by, you don't have to show up at the meeting place if you don't want to.
Exactly. Yeah.
To see if it's real or not.
Well, and I've had things.
I'm not falling for your stupid stuff.
I've tried to sell stuff online that was like glass and big and bulky,
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, I want you to ship it to me. How much would the shipping be? Well, first of all, I can't guarantee it'll get there in one piece if I ship it. Second of all, you know how big of a box it's going to take?
And how much it's
going to cost you? It's ridiculous, But I don't care. I'll do it. This one lady, we had for the chiropractor's office, they have the skeleton, the spinal column and everything. Well, we had gotten one of those at a yard sale. My friend thought that, we could make money off of it. So we bought it for like $2. Well, they're like $150 new.
Yeah.
So this lady wanted to buy it, but she wanted me to ship it to her. And I was like, ma'am, you can get them for like $150. And by the time I ship it to you and you pay me for it, you're going to have spent almost that much money. And this is used. Why would you do that? Why not just buy it online and have free shipping, or whatever.
Yeah.
And we went round and round and round about that. And I'm like,
that's crazy. It's like
crazy. Yeah. And that's why I'm like,
see my berries a month. I'm thinking about Christmas nothing. Already.
I don't ship anything. If I have something, it's got to be local. You're gonna.
I got these to put on her sign.
Yeah.
Christmas part. They had them at Walmart's. I was like, they already got berries out. Good. I need one because I was like, how am I going to make her a Christmas ribbon with berries and stuff? I ain't got none. And I seen this. And I was like, oh, great. I got it.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I got to get that done.
Let's see. We just had I think I saw Halloween. Was it Halloween candy and stuff out already somewhere? But that's the thing at Walmart.
Yeah.
Before one season's over, they're pushing in the next season.
Well, they had some beautiful fall flowers, and I was they didn't have a price on them, so I scanned them with my scanner on my phone. Mm-hmm. It says, we do not sell this item. About every one of them. I'm like, if you don't sell it, why is it in your store if you do not sell this item? I'm thinking, that's crazy. Yeah, because we do not sell this item. Like, okay. But I don't know how many on my skin. That's what came up. I'm like, well, I guess they're free then. I ought to take them up to the front and say, well, they don't scan, so are they free? They wouldn't know what to do, would they?
Used to be, if it was on recall, it would say item not for sale when you scanned it. But it didn't say item on recall. No. And so when the customer would be like, well, why can't you sell it? Well, because it's a recall item. Well, why doesn't it say that? I don't know. I didn't make the computer program that does it. All I know is when it says item not for sale, it means it's
well, it didn't say it wasn't for sale. It just said, we do not sell this item.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's in your store. You have to sell it. You got a big old thing full of the same thing. Are you going to tell me all these are free? If they are, just stick them in my car and I'll take them home.
Well, I had a manager one time tell me after Christmas, a return item that said on there, it was made exclusively for Target.
Oh, okay.
They wanted to return it at Walmart. He told me, go ahead and take it. How the heck can I do a refund on an item that we don't sell in the first place?
Yeah.
And
so how'd you do it?
In it, nothing would even come up. She told me she paid $40 for it. He said, give her $40. So I gave her $40 and I wrote on there per so and so.
I told you not to be in there behind this. Now, I'm not joking.
But to me, that manager was
Get
crazy.
Get your pants off, Natalie Breach. You've been in them bags. Dear Lord, she's out there in Dylan's bags getting clothes out, trying to wear them.
Oh my gosh.
I don't care. I told you not to get in them bags. I'm not talking to you right now. These children drive me crazy. I got them ready to take to Goodwill. And she's out there going through them. They're probably all over the back porch. He'll throw a fit in the morning and he gets up. The child don't listen. She don't care what I say. She don't care what Peppo says. It don't matter what you do to her. It's like,
I know. It's like, how do you
deal with the child that way? I want to know. Anybody got any help? Help me, please. Help me.
Yes. And how about 11 and a half month old who doesn't want you talking on the phone to somebody, so they throw the phone down?
Threw me on the floor.
She did it to you today, and she did it when I was talking to my daughter on the phone. And I
Oh,
was
she even
telling
threw mommy on the floor.
was telling my daughter that she had thrown you on the floor. And and sure enough, she threw her on the floor. Yesterday, she hung up on her. I was, trying to keep the phone away from her. She pushed the button and hung up on her. I'm like, that child doesn't want me doing anything but making funny faces and sounds to her. I can't do anything else.
Oh, she cracked me up today. I swear she did.
Well, it
What
used
did
to
you
be,
leave me on the floor?
and I even I put it on the shelf, and then I said, oh, she can reach that. So I put it up higher. Well, she stood up, and I didn't realize when she stood up, she was still thinking about it. And she just grabbed it, threw it down behind the changing table. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Oh, God.
That child, but before she used to like the phone, she'd put it in her mouth. Now it's just like she gets a hold of it and she throws it.
She don't want you talking to nobody, Mama. It's like, no, it's my time.
I'm not supposed to be
She's like
doing
Buster.
anything but paying attention. And I told Allison, I said, I don't know how this happened, And Allison's like, oh, you don't know how it happened. You spoiled her. I said, no, but I can't stand to hear her fuss.
Yeah.
So it's like, she'll start fussing about something and I'll be like trying to distract her or, figure out, well, is she wet? Is she poopy? Has she had something to eat? Is she tired? I'm trying to figure it out so that I can help her so she don't have to be fussy. But now she's figured out, oh, you just fuss a little, Granny. Will just give in and do whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let you fuss a little bit. And then her mama calls and she's like, where is she? And I'm like, oh, she's in there, supposed to be taking her nap, but she's in there fussing because she hears me running my mouth talking. So she done got up, like I'm not sleeping. So I go in there and I get her. She calms down. We're sitting in the recliner. I'm talking to my daughter on the phone. Everything's calm. All of a sudden, she reaches over and checks the phone. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, I told Eli and them what they could buy me for Christmas because today I was working on my Cricut and I was trying to make a stencil for the sign, which I need at 40 inches long that says welcome. Well, I haven't sliced forever, to where you cut them down one thing. Well, I got so aggravated today trying to slice. I was like, forget it. And I told Eli, I said, I know what you can buy me for Christmas. And he said, what, Mama? And I said, you can buy me the new Cricut 3. And he goes, oh, okay. How much do I have to save? And I said, oh, close to $400. He's like, you can forget that. That's all. I said, that way I wouldn't have to put a mat in and slice. I could just keep cutting it. And he goes, not for me, you won't. I'm like,
I tell you what, I have done everything I can think of to talk Allison into getting the Cricut. I'm like, it don't have to be.
She's going to get one to get the 3 because you don't need a mat. And you can cut it as long as you want.
Yeah.
The other ones, see, mine's only set for a 12 and a 24. And you have to slice. And that gets into a lot of trouble. It's aggravating. Especially, I hadn't done it so long. So I had to go back and watch a video again to see how to do it because I hadn't done it so long.
Right.
And because I used to slice in between the letters, which is easy because you're doing it on a mat. It's easy.
Yeah.
But when you're doing like a 40-inch word, you got to keep matting it. And every time I tried to slice it, it wouldn't slice for me. And I was getting mad. I just deleted the whole thing and said, forget it. Try tomorrow. I was like, I ain't doing it today. I'm aggravated. Nothing going right for me. So, I got 2 in the living room dancing.
Oh.
Oh, dear Lord. Poor little Eli got no shirt on. He's all bony runny and in there just a... looks like a little stick dancing.
On the skate, when we were at skating.
Oh, yeah. I'll have to send you some of his skating thing. He was using one of them things. He did finally get out there. And he'd fall on head. Natalie, poor little Natalie, she didn't use one of the what do you call it, wheelchairs, whatever they call the things. She didn't use it, so she thought brave, but she'll get out there and do it. Y'all seen her knees the next day, where she fell on her knees so many times, and she said her
Yeah,
butt was bruised too.
I
But
bet.
her knees were almost black from where she fell so much on her knees. I'm like, that's the only second time they've been skating. So I think they done pretty good for the second time. They're like,
Yeah.
Emma, you get out there. I said, I wouldn't think about putting skates on. I couldn't even walk on the carpet on them, let alone get out on the floor. Forget that.
No,
It just the thought of it, my bones feel like they're going. I'm like, nope, not
that'd
for
be the
me.
sure way to break a hip.
Yeah. I said, you really want me down and not up.
Mm-hmm.
Go holler at Cole. He's walking down the sidewalk. Eli out the back door. Hurry. Eli, now, before he goes out of the yard. Holler for him, try to get him in. Before it gets too dark, try to get him in. Bobby probably done took off. Bobby's not one that likes to stay in the house at night. I tried it because I need to get him into bed. I think his allergies are kicking in real bad because his little eyes look pink and his nose is constantly running. I said, I'm going to have to get him in and get him hours. He's done good. He only has to get one once a year. Last year he didn't have to get one at all. But
Oh,
this
that's
year
good.
I think this year he's going to have one because he just don't look good. He eats good and everything, but his this little eyes and nose runs constantly, and you can hear it in his breathing. So did he come in?
Yeah, he came in.
Okay, I figured he would. He's pretty good about coming in. Him and Rocky. The only one I really have trouble getting in is Bobby, and then he'll go hide for me so he don't have to come in. And then he'll be at the door in the morning when Dennis gets up to go to work. And he'll come in and eat then. He just wants to come in and eat and then go back out. He don't want to be in the
Yeah,
house.
we had one like that. It was a big old tomcat, and he definitely was out at night,
Yeah.
perusing around. But he'd be there every afternoon. We got home from work. He'd be ready to come in and get him something to eat, get a little loved on, and then he'd be ready to go right back
Yeah.
out.
That's Bobby. I mean, he can't do nothing. He's fixed. All of our cats are fixed. But he just don't like to be in the house because the house is cool. We're outside. He loves hot. The hotter it is, the better he likes it. But he usually goes under our shed and sleeps. I don't know why, but he'll go because our shed sits up off the ground, and he'll go under there and sleep. If you try to get him, that's where he runs because he knows you can't get him.
Yeah.
But all
Well,
the rest of them will come in.
when I worked at the convenience store, I was all the time. People were traveling because we were right off of Highway 75, and people would be traveling, and they'd have their animal with them. And I had one guy. He was like, I'm moving to Florida, but I can't take this cat with me. But I don't know what to do with him. He had his litter box and all the food and all this. I was like, I'll take him. I come home, and I think we had about 7 or 8 cats at the time, but we lived out in the country, so it really didn't matter.
Yeah.
My husband was like, what's all that? And I'm like, it's the new cat stuff. He's like, we have a new cat? And I'm like, yeah, I couldn't let the man dump him somewhere.
No.
I mean,
That's why we got so many because they got dumped on us and we weren't going to let them starve.
mm-mm.
But they're all older now. So
And like
we
when
finally, I think, got the hen out. Don't drop them off in here no more.
yeah. But like when you have them at a business like that, with dumpsters and stuff like that, they get very wild.
Yeah.
Because they don't get any human contact or anything. So I really didn't like, I wanted to get those kittens and get them homes and stuff. But took one time, this lady, and I saw her dump the cat off, but she was pregnant. I had that cat for 2 days and she had 5 kittens.
Oh, wow.
I thought she was just a fat cat, No.
Yeah. No, she had kittens.
Yeah, she was having kittens. And that's
No
most likely why she was dumping her, because
she didn't want to deal with the
kittens. She would have had to deal with them. Right. But that was
I used to be real bad around here dumping them off, but There's not many cats around here now other than ours, and then there's a few, you know,
Yeah.
the neighbor across the street's got a couple that's out every now and then. And then sometimes now from other streets they'll come over here and get lost, but they'll find their way back home eventually.
Yeah.
We have one, I think it thought it lived here and it kept trying to figure out how to get in the yard for a couple of days. And it was a beautiful cat and it had a collar and everything on. And I'm like, it's got the street wrong, thinking this is, you know,
And
its
like,
house and it's not, it's their house.
They put a fence up while it was out.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute here, you know, how do I get in the yard? And I'd watch it on the camera and I'm like, it's a beautiful cat. Natalie goes, can we have it? And I'm like, no, 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 no. I said, it belongs to somebody because it had a collar or something. So a couple of days it done that. And then it finally, I never did see it again. So I guess it found its way home.
Well, I had all kind of, when we lived out there in the country, when we first moved to Georgia, I rescued puppies out of the storm drain. I mean, it was like, it seemed like every time I turned around, there was some kind of animal somewhere having some issues, and I had to be the rescuer, you know.
Yeah.
And
I had an aunt that done that.
Did-
They would
yeah.
always call them. They lived in Kentucky.
Yeah.
And
I didn't have
every
any
time,
kids or anything, so
yeah, every time that somebody, like the store they used to go to all the time, every time they'd find one or something, they'd call them and they come and get it. Take it out in the country with them. And they had, you pull up, oh my Lord, you get attacked by dogs, cats,
well,
anything.
I
They
finally,
take.
after a couple of years, I finally, one year right before Christmas, I put an ad in the newspaper, free kittens and puppies, you know, for Christmas. And I gave
Yeah.
them all baths and flea baths and everything. And I got them all cleaned up and put bows on them and everything. And I found like 12 animals a home at Christmas.
Well, that's good.
They were all really nice,
Yeah.
you know, cats and dogs, because I had socialized them and I had loved on them and everything. And
Yeah.
you know, they were
I'm
good.
still on the live.
good
I've
pets.
actually quit. I don't know, man. There's something. Tell you. I just get on these kicks and it's like,
hilarious. Because if you were not on live, they would be off somewhere.
oh,
They
they be on the, I don't know why they ain't on their tablets. Any other time they be right at their face in them and not
Yep.
talking to you, answering you or anything.
Because you're doing something.
Yeah. They never want to talk to me till I'm on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why do you want to talk to me now? You don't talk to me any other time unless you want something.
Yeah.
Go away. That's what I tell them. I was like, go away. Especially Natalie, because it's always, mammo, 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 mammo. I'm like, what do you want, Miss Natalie? And it'll be something stupid. Or ask me a question about something that has nothing, I don't know what she comes up with. It's like, blows my mind some days. It's like, why do you think of all this stuff? Why do you ask me 10,000 questions? Only
what
little
gets
ones do
me-
that.
What gets me is when you tell her, no, Natalie, don't do that.
Yeah.
And then she goes ahead and does it anyway. And
Yeah.
then when she has to explain to you why she did it when you told her not to do it,
Oh,
it's like,
it's like,
I told you not to do it. I don't care why you did it.
yeah.
I told you not to do it.
It's like, do you not understand the word don't do it?
Do it.
I thought about trying the other thing. Go ahead and do it, Natalie. Just go ahead and do it. But she'd do it anyway, but it don't.
Yeah, the reverse
I told her
psychology
again.
probably wouldn't work
Yeah.
on her.
It wouldn't work on her. I told her counselor that. And she just looks at me like, because she goes to her counselor and act like nothing's wrong.
And she probably
Yeah.
tells the counselor, I'm really good at home. I don't do
Yeah.
anything wrong. My mama's mean. She yells at me all the time. Yeah.
Yep. And I tell her stuff she does, and she just looks at me like, really? You know, like this child does this, you know. I told her, I said, she got that counselor fooled, buddy. Eli goes in there and tells her, though,
Yeah.
what Natalie does. Natalie
Well,
does this. Natalie does that.
I didn't have those kind of problems with Allison. And only having one child, it's easier only having
Yeah.
one. But Allison was so, she did not want me to be disappointed with her
Yeah.
or unhappy with her. And so, I mean, she never really did anything wrong. But I was always like, okay, I want you to go. I want you to do this and then do this. And, and she knew if I hadn't told her not to do something, she wasn't going to get in trouble if she did it. So I'd be like trying to think like, okay, did I tell her not to touch that? Did I tell,
Yeah.
I just didn't really have, I mean, I was very matter of fact about this is the way we live. This is how we do things. And she just followed along.
Now, see, Dylan was that way. Dylan, I raised him, and I mean, you tell him not to do nothing, he didn't do it.
Yeah.
Or
and I mean,
like when he's little, I say, don't touch, that's Mammal's pretties, and he wouldn't touch it again. Never did have, and I mean, not, he's still Mama's boy. Because it calls me, I have to go, even though I'm on the phone, I still go grocery shopping with him. I had to do that today. We was in the grocery shopping for an hour on the phone. I had to help him pick out.
Yeah.
Drano had to help him pick out stuff to clean the kitchen.
Pictures, text me with pictures. Is this the right kind? Is this the one I like? Is this,
yeah,
is this the one you get? It's like, yes. You got it. You're right. You know what you want.
Dennis laughs at him. He said, you got to call Grandma every time you go to the grocery store, don't you? He said, yeah, she's my partner to go to the grocery store with me. Then he goes, Mama, I told you not to let me come by myself. I spend too much money. And I'm like, I'm not there. I'm on the phone. I can't
really.
What you're picking up.
You didn't tell me you were picking up stuff we didn't talk about.
It's like, see, you're not telling me everything you're getting.
Yeah.
You're just telling me what you went after that you're picking it up. You ain't saying all the other extra stuff. Love his heart.
They say don't go to the grocery store hungry and don't go to the grocery store with somebody else. My ex and my daughter, I would spend $100 more at least when they would go with me to help me.
Oh God, I don't let Dennis go to the store with me.
What? This is something new. Yeah. Let's try this. Oh, I didn't know they had that.
Dennis goes to the grocery store with me. We spend double.
Might as well just buy the whole store.
Well, and these two go to the grocery store with me. I spend double because Natalie and Eli likes the you need food, but you ain't. His mom goes, well, he needs food. You need to quit doing that, Eli. And he's too skinny. And I'm like, he eats all the time. Okay, I can't help he don't gain weight.
Look at his energy level.
Yeah.
And his metabolism is probably super duper fast.
Yeah. She goes, well, he needs to gain weight. Well, what am I supposed to do? Cram it down his throat? I mean,
no.
He eats.
Is he unhealthy? See, that's the thing. People go based on the weight.
Yeah.
But is he unhealthy because he's thin? No. If he was
they even took him off of his Adderall to see if that was what's causing him not to gain weight.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't. He still ain't gaining weight.
If he was like, I have no energy, I can't do nothing, then I would say, he needs some protein and some vitamins. But the way he bounces off
the doctor said he's in his Gentile, whatever you call it.
Yeah, the percentile thing. Yeah,
he's taller than he should be. His weight's right where it should be. He's growing good, she said. Yeah. Because they get a physical every year. And she goes by it. Because I told her, I said, everybody's talking about how skinny he is. She goes, yeah, but he's growing. He took a growing spree, which makes him look skinnier too, because. But he is growing because his pants, he has to get bigger. I mean, he's just not.
Well, and I got a roll.
He's fixing to go.
He does got a little bitty roll now. He does got a little bitty roll.
He's fixing to go through puberty. Yeah. And he might chunk up a little bit.
Natalie,
we know you got one.
She said, we know you got one.
I'm proud of it.
Are you the snack cake queen?
He's up there asleep.
Guys, it's personal.
Eli, Papa's trying to sleep. He's got to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. You'll see them in the pool. They try to kill each other in the pool. I have to constantly be on them. It's like, quit that. You're going to drown each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
That's
they're
why
like, what?
I am scared to death about Allison having another baby. Because
Yeah.
I only had one. I don't know how to teach her how to have more than one. I mean, we're going to be like tearing them apart. Like, you get one and I'll get one.
Well, but they'll be, let's see, Eli and Natalie's not even a year apart. That's the problem with them two. They're too close. They're not even a year apart. So,
well,
it's like everybody thinks they're twins. And I'm like, no, they're not twins.
They'll at least be a year and 9 months or a year and 10
close to
apart. Yeah.
See, mine are 2 years apart. Mine's 2 years and 5 years. So they got along. I mean, they had their little fights, but nothing like these two. They're just too close together. And everybody's like, are they twins? And it's like, no. They're close, but they're not twins.
Well, I had a lady I worked with that her daughter had a little boy, and before her 6 weeks was up, she was already pregnant again. So her two little boys, they're like, like 10, maybe 10 months apart, 9 and Eli's, something like that.
Natalie and Eli's 10 months and 3 weeks apart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how close they are. Because she thought she had an infection and found out she's pregnant. That fast. I mean, she didn't even have time to heal, really. It wasn't in 6 weeks there.
Too, with Allison having a hysterectomy. Listen to me. A C-section.
Yeah.
With her having a C-section, the doctor told her, you need to give your body a year to heal. So she didn't even want to think about having another.
See, they took Natalie at 35 weeks because she was getting too big for her mom. And they was afraid it would suffocate her. Even though she didn't weigh that much, but her mom couldn't pack her to get her no bigger. So they took her at 35 weeks instead of 38, 40, whatever they did. So they had to take her earlier. They made sure her lungs and everything, and then she was fine. She was growing fine. You can see she's growing fine now.
Oh, yeah.
That's what the doctor said. She goes, oh, we can tell Natalie's healthy. So every time we go in there, she'll go, oh, God, there's Natalie. I remember her. She goes, let me make sure I don't have to give her no shots today.
Oh, my.
That's the first thing she looks at, like, oh, please don't make me have to give her any shots today. Next time she gets physical, she's got to get all the shots for 7th grade. Ooh. Eli got his with the flu shot at the same time, so he got both arms. I think. How many shots did you get that time? 5 in one day?
When I got my flu shot and my 7th grade shots?
Yeah.
Well,
did you get 5 or 6?
I got 6 because
you got 6 shots in one day.
I think the baby has to get
shots and
year-old shots this time too.
And I took them without a flinching.
Yeah, and he sat there. He took them. He didn't cry.
They did them in both arms.
Yeah.
I don't do this arm.
Yeah.
Well, camera's backwards, so I wouldn't do it on this arm. Because I can tell because look at my hair. Look at my hair.
I know.
It's like, is it my right?
You got to
no, because if you move this way,
you'll see something on this side over here, and you go to rake it over here, and it's like no, it's on this side.
Right. The real me would have my hair. Oh God, I don't.
The real you.
Oh, no.
the real him.
The real you. Who are you then?
If the camera was right, I'd have my hair over here. I never actually changed my hair.
Go on, Boney Rony.
Okay. We don't have to go there.
Yeah, we do have to go there. And you did shut up, call me Boney Rony.
I love you.
I love you too.
I love you too, Eli.
Echo says she loves you too.
Love you.
He said, love you.
I'm going to adopt them.
Yeah, they're a corker, I tell you.
Yep. He's a sweetheart. Natalie, she's busy. Yeah. She's not going to be adopted.
Poor Natalie, nope. Oh my God, Eli, my frog jumped off the table.
That makes my world gonna die. That big of a frog.
You should have took pictures of the frogs today so you could show people.
Yeah, I
They're
never thought about that.
huge concrete yard ornaments.
Yeah.
They're not like a little tiny frog. They're like
I got
huge.
some little bitty ones about this big. Probably about that big. But these are like, I can't even put it on screen. They're bigger than a foot, probably foot and a half.
Oh, they're probably 2.5 to 3 feet. They're
Yeah,
big.
they're big. They're older than crab, but they're big. I had to paint them. They lost all their color. They look like little white frogs sitting out there. And I got 3 pigs sitting under my tree that scares everybody to death too. All this stuff was my mom's when she was alive. That was her yard ornament. So I'm carrying it on by keeping them in my yard.
That's right.
But, yeah. One of them's pink, one of them's yellow. No, it ain't pink. What color is it? Yellow, blue, and orange. Yeah, my pigs. Yeah.
Yeah, and they have like one at least has flowers painted on it.
Yeah, they're all supposed to have flowers on them, but they need painted too. But I can't decide what color to paint them. It's like I haven't decided. I don't want to scare the bus driver again. Thinking dogs are coming after him. See, that's on this side. So,
yeah.
She told Eli, she said, "Oh my God, I thought you had dogs coming after me." And she said, Eli said, "No, there's pigs." She's like,
You're
"What?"
already scared of Buster.
Yeah. I'm like, I guess. Yeah, I got 3 little fat pigs in my yard. I'd really like to have a baby goat, the miniature goats. I want one of them so bad. If I moved to Kentucky, I'm getting me one. You watch me.
What part of Kentucky is it you would move to?
It's down in Pulaski County, Somerset, or either the other side would be Wolf County.
Is it anywhere by Louisville?
Let's see. They're both quite a bit of ways from Louisville.
Oh.
Yeah.
Louisville is close to the Indiana line, right? Indiana and Kentucky line.
Yeah.
That's where my sister and my mom lived for a while in Louisville.
Well, my sister lives in a little town called Campton. And my other grandkids live in Somerset. We lived in Somerset for 9 and some years. And then Dennis went back to truck driving, so we ended up moving back here. And then my mom and dad was getting in more bad health, and I had to be here for them.
Yeah.
But I've got 3 grown. Well, 2 of them's grown. One's getting married here at the end of the month, and he's 22. Him and Dylan the same age. They're my 2 oldest grandsons. And then the baby, he's 17.
Wow.
Down there. This is Eli and Natalie's older brothers.
And tell me again now, how you have how many grandchildren? 16?
I have 16 grandkids.
16 grandchildren.
And the youngest one is a year old. 22 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. And I only had 3 kids.
Yeah. That's the thing.
And most of them are the boys.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter's only got 3 out of them 16. The rest of them belong to my boys. My 2 boys. My daughter got smart after 3. She quit. But my boys, well, my middle boy, he ain't going to have no more. I know he won't, because he's been married 14, 15 years, and his baby's 11. So, they ain't going to, she got fixed, they ain't going to have, but their daddy ain't married or nothing, and he don't know how to stay with a woman, so. Hopefully he has no more. If he does, I told him I didn't want to know about him.
Yeah.
I got enough.
Well, he needs to figure out what's causing it and put a stop to it.
Well, I told him he need to get fixed. He said, "I ain't getting fixed." I'm like, if you're going to keep getting out here making kids, you need to get fixed. You got 7 children. I think that's enough. Then my other one's got 6. He's got 4 with this wife.
I think they're going to try, you know, that he had to have another one because They didn't want to be tied at 6 apiece.
Tied. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't expecting the last one. He really wasn't. Wasn't
Yeah.
supposed to happen, but she fooled him.
Mm.
And so,
Mm-mm-mm.
because he told her he's not getting too old to have kids, but she didn't care.
Yeah.
And then wasn't long after that, she broke up with him. So it's like, okay, whatever. I'm glad I couldn't deal with her. That girl was loony bin. I mean, a real loony bin. I haven't even seen my grandbabies. Colton, the baby, I see pictures from their daddy. That's the only way I see him.
Wow.
But I don't want to have to deal with her to see the kids. And I'd have to deal with her and her being up in my face constantly. Because she won't let me have them by myself. And she'd have to be there.
That's crazy.
And I don't want to deal with her. Just can't. Won't.
That's real crazy.
Yeah. And I've got one granddaughter I've seen one time when she's a baby. And let's see, she's 17 now. And she doesn't say it after she turns 18. She'll show up.
That's the thing. When they're
yeah.
18, then they can do what they want to do.
Yeah.
As far as that
goes. She just turned 17, so she's got another year.
It's like my ex-friend's grandson. He's 12 now, but he's already said that when he's old enough to go live with his mama, because he lives with his dad and stepmom,
Yeah.
and his mom's had drug issues, but he's already said when he's old enough, he's going to go live with her. He doesn't care what they say. And I mean, that's his mother. You know, he loves her, even though she's not been a good mother and she's not kept him the whole time. That's still his mother.
Did you just try to come on?
No, why?
Somebody just tried to come on.
Oh.
It didn't show no face, so I wouldn't let him up.
Oh, we might have been going to get ping-ponged or whatever they call it.
I'm like, okay, I don't see no face. All I seen was like a brown screen. And I'm like, nope.
Well, we don't know anybody that would be coming up, do we?
No. There ain't nobody in chat saying they're trying to come up.
Mm-mm.
What?
I'm on Subway Surfers.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe it's Eli, but he said it wasn't him, so.
Huh.
I don't know.
Well, whoever you were, if you want to come up, you have to ask us, and then we have to see your face.
Yeah, I have to see your face.
You don't have to be on camera
No.
once you're up on panel, but we have to see your face in the back. Otherwise, we won't know.
Before I let you out. Yeah, because I'm not getting P-bombed.
No, we don't want to get a strike against us for that.
Sure don't want that. So if you want to come up, you have to show your face. But you're more than welcome to come up if you want to talk. We'd be glad to have you come up.
Oh, yeah.
But
we'll let you come up. But you got to let us know who you are and let us see your face.
So, then they popped off. So I don't know where they went. Like, it's a guest.
Some drama on our drama-free channel. Oh, dude.
We don't need no drama. We don't like drama here.
No.
We don't do nothing to nobody. We talk between ourselves. Anybody else that wants to talk is more than welcome to talk. You know, as long as you don't get up here and act like an idiot.
Well, and that's what we say, too. We'll talk about anything anybody wants to talk about as long as it's YouTube approved. Yeah. YouTube has some, there's certain things we can't talk about or we'll get struck.
We don't want to get struck.
And we don't want to get struck.
That's one thing that we're very cautious about.
Exactly.
So.
And we're also very positive and uplifting. We're not about any drama, hatefulness, and all that. There's too much.
We love new people.
Too much of that in the world, that's for sure.
Yeah, we love to have new people.
Yep. We're trying to build a community.
Yeah.
We want to have a bunch of good people, and so we can all support each other. And
we want a place where you can come and there's no drama. You can enjoy yourself, sit and talk, get you a drink. If you want liquor, fine. If you don't, I don't care. I drink
Yeah.
coffee. I drink Diet Coke.
Whatever you want to do. We don't
Yeah.
care. You're in the privacy of your own home. So
If you want to know about the breast cancer part, you'll have to go back and because we don't want to do that. Now we're just chatting.
done that.
Yeah, watch replay. We're just chatting now. Usually at the end of one, after we get done, we chat for a while.
You know, it's funny because on Tuesday nights when we do the trivia, I feel like we have our own little TV group of people.
People, yeah. We got our own little group there.
Even if we didn't have a YouTube channel, you know, I would love to have a way to just have, you know, to do that, just to interact with, you know, friends. So it's fun.
3, 2, 3, 2, 1. I don't know.
But we don't know if they're the same ones or they're different ones.
Different, yeah.
That was like the other night. It only showed 5 people all at one time, and then the week before that, it didn't show like more than 1 or 2, and then they kept falling off, coming back, falling off. But then when we went off, then it said we had 46 views. So
yeah, I seen that.
Looking, they're just not staying.
Not staying. Yeah.
Not staying. But that's okay. We got time.
We're fine.
We got time to win people over.
Yeah.
They'll find out we're a couple crazy.
We're a new channel. You know, it's going to take us a while to grow. We know that. We ain't trying to rush.
No,
because we want a good channel.
Learning how to do it all, and trying to figure out what people want to talk about and learn about.
If you want to see some funny ones, go back to the very first ones.
Yes, and I
laugh.
Those on TikTok too, because you know
I can really laugh.
I was thinking that on TikTok I could only do the shorts, you know, the vertical film.
It came out said you put 10 minutes now.
Yeah, but we had those, you know, regular videos, those funny ones. So I found out if I do them on my computer, on the phone, I can't upload them. But if I do it on my laptop, I can actually upload those funny ones. So I put those on there now too. So there's 2. The first 2 are playing now, and then the other 2 I have scheduled to come out. But I'll look and tell you how many views they've got.
Hey, did you watch my video about traveling?
Yes.
The pictures. Where do you think we was at?
I feel like you might have been in Georgia.
Nope.
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 Where? South Carolina?
Did you not see the sports center?
Yeah, but I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, they play baseball there.
That was the Cincinnati Red thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yes, that's Kentucky Bridge.
Okay.
The riggedy thing. They fell down by now.
The first one has got 7 views, and the second one has got 32 views.
Oh, wow. Moving up in the world, ain't we?
Yeah. But still our highest one on the TikTok was me talking. Where's it at? And we got 2,440 views.
Altogether?
Yeah. On that one, just on that one video.
Wow.
We have another video. We got 1,559.
I know Chloe's got a good one. She's famous.
Yeah, Chloe always does good. That's why I reposted that one of hers, and she's already got like 800 views.
Yeah, she's famous. Chloe is. Mine don't do nothing but lay around.
I'm at 11,000 followers on TikTok.
Oh, wow. I couldn't believe I was up to 120.
And yesterday, you know what? I think I can only follow 10,000 people. Because yesterday when I got up to 10,000 people that I was following, then when I tried to follow somebody else, it wouldn't let me. So I went in there and I deleted a bunch of men because I'm like, now I'm just trying to follow the women, you know. So I
Yeah.
deleted out. So now I'm only at 9,172 people that I'm following. But I thought when they found out I deleted them, they would delete mine and mine would
Yeah.
go down. But I went up to from 10.8 to 11.0.
Wow. You're booking,
Amazing.
girl. Eli
Amazing.
goes, Echo will be earning money off TikTok. I didn't know you could earn money off TikTok.
Well, but see, because you can do ads. You can do ads just like,
Oh,
probably different
yeah.
ads. You can do ads. And you can also partner with products, and be like, this ad or this video is sponsored by, Chef Boyardee or whatever. But
Oh, okay.
the thing about TikTok, you have to have 10,000 followers, but you also have to have 100,000 likes in one 30-day period.
Oh, wow.
See, and I only have 2,900 likes. So I'll have the followers, but I won't have the
I won't have
likes.
the likes.
But I don't want to make money.
I don't know how.
you know?
I don't know how TikTok works anyway.
I mean, I'm not looking to make money. I mean,
do.
it'd be nice that we could make enough money to pay our expenses, but
Yeah.
I'm not, I'm not doing it for that.
No, I ain't either.
Because if we do it to make money, I think it's going to lose some of the fun for us. Because
Yeah.
then we'll be like, oh, we have to do it because we need the money, or we
Money.
want the money. Right now it's like, well, we put the time in because we want to put the time
Want
in.
to do it. Yeah.
But we're not really benefiting
I'm
from
not looking to make money. I'm not. That ain't why I'm doing it.
No, me
What?
neither.
Ask Echo what she would do with the money from TikTok.
He said what? He wants to know what you'd do with the money if you did earn money from TikTok. What would you do with it?
Well, eventually I'm going to have to get a different car.
Yeah.
Because my car's a 2003. It's not going to, hold up forever. And then I would spoil children.
Put it into the YouTube channel.
Do what?
Ask her if she would put it into the YouTube channel.
No, she said she's gonna have to get her a car. I'm gonna have to get a computer. I told Eli, I said I'm saving back for a nail gun. I want a nail gun so bad. And I could probably save faster to get a nail gun than I could a computer. I said, but I think I'm going to have to take my money and put it into a computer instead of a nail gun. I got to decide which one.
Well,
and this computer is only 2 years old, but it was a fast buy because my other one went out that I had for years, and they were starting. That's when the sea hit. And they were doing home things, so I had to buy one fast, and this is the only one I could find.
Yeah.
The store had at the time. Nobody else had any because everybody's buying them up. So I had to buy this, which is a cheap little computer. I think one of the cheapest you can buy, even though it wasn't cheap, but it's a cheap made, more or less.
Yeah.
But it wasn't cheap to buy. So I had to buy one fast, and this is the only one I could find. Because I don't like to buy them that everything's in one piece. I like the tower and the screen separate. And this one's all combined together, and I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Because you can't do stuff on this that you can do like a tower. And Dylan told me, he said, you saved the money up, Mama. And he built his. Him and his cousin did. He said he'd build me one.
Yeah.
To where I could do stuff on it that, I can put in it what I want in it.
Right.
This costs over $2,000 though. I can't afford $2,000.
This is what I do every month. I'm going to have, maybe $200 above my bills and my living expense.
Yeah.
But I always have something that I have to spend that money on. Like it's somebody's birthday, I have to get a graduation. 1 month I had a graduation and a birthday. Or like I'm getting my new glasses. I pay so much money to that.
Yeah.
Chloe needs to go to the vet and get her yearly shots. So it's like, even though I have that little bit of a buffer,
Extra.
I always have something extra. But it's like my daughter and I go somewhere or whatever, and I'll be like, I'll pay for dinner. And she'll be like, really, Mom? can you pay for dinner? And I'll be like, sure, because if I run out of money at the end of the month, you're going to have to give it to me anyway. So, yeah, I mean, I'll spend my money until it's gone, and then you'll have to give me money. Well, knock on wood, she might have to float me a 20 or something,
Yeah.
But I always, pay her right back. Well, this last time we went to South Carolina, I had ran out of Chloe's dog food and I wasn't getting my check for a couple of days, and we were leaving out of town, and I'm like, I have to leave my dog with food. I can't.
Yeah.
So I was like, look, you're going to have to buy Chloe a bag of dog food and then I'll pay you back. So when we were up there, I was like, as soon as I got my check, I was like trying to cash app her the money back, even though I know she didn't need it right that second. And she knew I was going to pay her anyway, but I was like, that's on my mind. I got to get that, paid.
Yeah.
But that's just how I am. It's like, and I even told my ex, because he was like, it's $10. What are you worried about? And I'm like, no, you don't understand. If I borrow money from her, I pay her right back, because you never know when something might happen and she's going to have to give me money.
Yeah.
And it's like, when I had money and was working, I gave her money. So I know she'll help me out. She won't be like, here's $1,000, go crazy. But she's not going to starve. She's not going to let my dog starve. She's not going to get my lights turned off.
Yeah.
She'll help me with that kind of thing. But I try to stay within my budget of being able to afford, my bills and my living expenses, and still have a little bit of money to do something with.
Yeah.
But with the gas prices going up and the food prices going up, I'm like, and I told her last month, I said, I don't know, how it's going to go, but
I don't go nowhere to buy. I filled mine up probably 2 weeks ago, and I still got a half tank. But I don't go a lot of places. I try not to go nowhere because gas is so high, and he's got to have gas to get back and forth to work. So we spend a lot on gas for him to get back and forth to work.
Right.
So I figured that's enough. So I don't need to be going nowhere anyway. I got enough here to do, keep me busy.
Yeah.
Unless I do have to go to the store, But
well, see,
is the cat's in? Hey, is the cat's in?
But one.
Who?
Oh wait, no, Cole came in, didn't he?
Is Eddie in here?
Yeah.
Well, Rocky ain't. Where's Rocky? Get Rocky in. Hello? Move. Now. Not tomorrow. You tell them to move and they just look at you like, what?
Yeah.
What's that mean? What's that mean?
What do you want me to
I gotta
do?
move? Yeah, I gotta move. Good Lord, children.
But I was telling her last month, I said, I don't know with these prices going up. But see, I keep a little bit of gas in my car because I live right behind the grocery store. So it's not like I need that much. But in case something was to happen with the baby, I want to go to town.
Natalie. Hold on a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm going to have to hang her 1 minute.
Teenagers, what are you going to do with them? Natalie, you got to behave. Can you hear me?
How you doing?
I'm good. Can you hear me? Oh, you're
Yeah.
You got to behave.
I'm trying.
No,
I'm trying to find the cat.
Yeah, but you're driving your mama crazy. You got to behave.
I am.
No, you're not. You argue. You argue all the time. You want to live to be 12?
Yes.
Well, then you better behave. Okay,
That's scary.
She's not going to live to be 12.
I just told her yes.
I'll choke you, child.
She thinks I'm scary now. So I said, do you want to live to be 12? And she was like, yes. And I'm
I ain't
like,
going to jail
behave.
because I'll hide you. She gonna go to jail for that. And I said, I got you. Nobody will never know. I don't know about him. It's
I know
Rocky in the
somebody.
kitchen.
I know
You
somebody
need
who's
to
got a
go outside and
shovel.
holler for him. My cat's in the kitchen this whole time. She's in there, and I'm outside hollering for him. Her know it.
I know
What?
somebody's got a shovel and knows where to hide a body. So
Oh, okay.
And did you know that there's 3,857 fish in the world?
Well, good for you.
Like
You
different
learned something.
Like different kinds.
Okay, good for you. He's upstairs in bed. Quit hollering through the house, child, before I do choke you.
That's all the closest one.
God, help me.
I know
It's
that's
time to
why
go to bed.
it's
It's
like
time to go to bed. No. I'll make you think you're in there cooking. No. 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 Natalie, it's 10 o'clock at night.
did she already take her medicine?
No, but she's getting ready to for a choker.
All
Get
right.
some water.
Well, let's get
Good
off of
Lord.
here so you can choke her.
Yeah. If you see her tomorrow, good luck. If you don't, you know. I'm joking. The child needs a good beating. Everybody goes, do you whoop her? And I'm like, no. Well, that could be her problem.
And when I said, you need to behave, and she said, I am.
Yeah,
I'm like,
she is.
no, you're not.
Yeah. She never behaves.
You talking about me?
Yes, I'm talking about you. That's her problem. She gets away with too much.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
I'm
oh,
tired.
Boney Roney quit.
Boney Roney, is that my new name?
Yes. Because you're trying to show everybody your little bony body. Thinking I starve you. Will you quit, please? Eli, stop.
There we go. People of the world.
Go now.
Well, I need to take my meds.
Now.
Ow, that hurt. Okay, I won't take my meds. Don't ask me.
No, you better take your meds.
Yeah.
All right,
take 'em or
everybody.
I'll get them. Well, thank you, everybody. And remember, this was just our opinion. Remember to get the mammograms. Go to your doctor. Don't-
Yes,
Well,
definitely.
this was just information I found off the internet. Sometimes you can believe it, sometimes you can't. So just get your mammograms.
But please get your mammograms and your colonoscopies. We don't want you to die.
Yes. And thank you for joining us. See you Tuesday.
Tuesday night,
Bye.
8 o'clock, same place. Trivia.
Hey, we're having fun on trivia. You better start coming.
Yeah, trivia
You're
is a
missing out on
blast.
the fun. It's
We're having a
fun.
blast.
But
Yeah.
you won't let me join?
No, you're too young. You
You're
have to be
not 18. You have to be 18 to play.
Yeah, you have to be 18 to play. And I'm working on the gift. I'm just trying to figure out what to put on it. So
Yeah.
I'll
All right.
get it done soon and show everybody. So maybe we'll get more to play.
Okay. That sounds good.
All right.
All right.
But I'll talk to everybody Tuesday.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.